Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm going to be talking about lucid dreaming today and my perspective on it, because I feel like it's a little bit different to a lot of the people out there who's got their videos out talking about how to actually do it and the definition of lucid dream. Because when you look up the definition of lucid dream, it says that you're being consciously aware in a dream in the subconscious realm. So like in a dream being having the ability to be conscious, but I don't feel like that's entirely correct. So how I view it is there's the external realm, which is shapes, forms and places and things, and then there's the internal realm, which is the emotions and the feelings and dreams, vibration and just the subconscious aspect of your consciousness. In astrology, this would be your sun and moon, and so sun being light, things that are seen in everything, in all of your personality and stuff, and then the moon would be the things that you feel, the things that you feel related to external situations. So when you're in the external realm, you're able to utilize logic, you're able to analyze and see things in a very kind of left brain way. This is the external reality, and then in the internal reality it deals with your emotional experience solely, and there's no shapes or forms. And the only reason why in dreams you have things like you have places and things that manifest, it's because you're emotionally attached to that thing, or you're emotionally attached to what that thing represents to you. To be able to utilize logic, we use the prefrontal cortex, of your brain, and that shuts down when you go to sleep. And scientists say that's why things like make sense in dreams that wouldn't actually make sense if you looked at them and actually saw them for what they were externally. But obviously it's the internal realm, so it's just a manifestation of your emotions anyway. The reason why we wake up during our dreams when we realise that we're dreaming a lot of the time is because we bring that external consciousness, the sun consciousness, the fully aware consciousness, if you like, into the subconscious realm, and we start to analyse and stuff. But in that realm it doesn't actually work, and so you're reminded of what it's like to be in the physical body so much that you're just instantly woken up and transported back there. And so you've got to learn to be able to control your subconscious bodies as well as your conscious body, because this is a physical conscious body in the external realm, but you use other bodies in the subconscious realm. Don't try to be consciously aware that how you are externally in a dream, because that's how you wake up. Instead, be aware of your emotional experience and be aware of how you feel in that particular moment and what it means vibrationally and emotionally to you. Because once you become aware of those things, you'll be able to control things much easier. And like, say if you're flying in a dream and you don't really know how to fly, you know what I mean? We don't know how to fly in the external realm, but in dreams we can fly. But sometimes it feels like you can't get even like 3 feet above the ground. And that's because, say you wanted to fly, you'd need to feel a sense of upliftment. See the symbolism there? You need to feel a sense of upliftment, and so then you'd rise up. And that feeling would be subconsciously manifested as you flying. And if you felt depressed, then you would go down. So the only way you can control the subconscious realm is by being aware subconsciously. And that's quite a different state of being to what we're programmed to do every single day and how we usually operate. Because we see dreams as just like the side part of conscious reality, but really it's the whole other flip side of the coin. And if you were able to actually control your subconscious body in the subconscious realm, in other words the dream realm, you'd basically just have 2 lives, and it wouldn't be like you're just unconscious for about 6 hours every day. You'd have a total another dimension to go to where it would feel like you're the same level of awareness that you are in the external reality, but it would be a subconscious awareness, but you're still aware, but it's different. How do you practice being emotionally aware? Well, first of all, you need to decide to do it and consciously decide that that's what you're going to do. So in the external realm, because that's what you can control right now. You can control what happens in the external realm, what you do in the external realm. And so the first thing I'd say is do meditation, because that's a great way to to explore your inner workings, because meditation is about going inward and learning about your inner world, which is the dream world. But because we're so tied into the external realm, we just ignore it completely. We don't connect to it. There's a complete separation between the two. Don't bring your consciousness into the subconsciousness. Just be aware of them separately and you can understand them better. Another thing that I would say is setting up emotional triggers for yourself that you know that you have, and practice becoming attached from them in that moment and not being affected by the waterfall of emotions, because the more you're affected, the more you're angry, the more you're upset about things in the daily life, the less you'll be able to control your emotional body, because you're not controlling it. That's it. It's a reflection of what you do in your life anyway. So now there's that new perspective on it. I hope that you kind of understand possibly why lucid dreaming isn't working for you, because the actual idea of lucid dreaming and being consciously aware in dreams is kind of at your detriment, because you're thinking that it's a certain thing when it's actually a whole different other thing. And I feel like that's why a lot of people can't lucid dream, or not can't, everyone can, but they're blocking themselves from being able to by bringing that type of consciousness into it. But yeah, I hope you've learned something new, or have a sort of new perspective on it, and I hope you have a good rest of the day or evening. Peace.